It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10. Their own 26-yard line.
Yellow! Bye! Attack!
Check girls!
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Coming this way. Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Samuels. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 83 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Next to score, Niners 7, Chiefs nothing.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. And play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to the
running back not pick him up. What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing now is Mahomes. There's the first NFL catch for the former Georgia Bulldog, Mecole Hardman. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew.
Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Yellow. On the line, right?
50, Mike, 50. Here we go.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard.
First and 10 at the 29.
Yellow.
On first down, it's Samuels. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Yellow. I go, Woo, Eddie.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people
end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Let's go, baby. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go, here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, here we go.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
A first carry now. This is Hill. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
15.
Check 52.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Smith, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon. They just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Even. 4 down, even. Check it back, check it back.
From the 44, Garoppolo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go. Like 20.
Like 50, Watch the out. Check 37.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
Here we go. 20.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. What do you need?
Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Chiefs' 11-yard line.
Here we go.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. On second down, it's Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Chiefs 10. Robbie Gould to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Hey, 43.
Whip.
On the carry, this is Scott. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
You got it.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense first and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 3 at the 46-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
You better be afraid of me.
Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Game situation. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. James has it. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Kill.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
6-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. To the right side, caught by Salah. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They try the left side with Hill. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go. 180.
Double tight, guys.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Yellow. Argelati. Get that quarterback.
Mahomes now on first down. That's caught left side by Hardman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Second and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mahomes going to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here we go.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo. He's going to... Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Yellow. No, check that.
Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26.
Get out the field, defense.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On first down, it's Smith. Room here to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one 28 yards on the ground. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
They'll run on first down. Samuels. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Yellow. There's a line.
You might be getting tired of seeing me.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are a two-point conversion away from tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
They made the decision to go for two. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down one does for me.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
Hey, watch the slant.
On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here we go.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Now they hand off to Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is fielded at the 27. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this game, has got to be priority one.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 7. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here we go. Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Here we go.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
It's going to be a long day. Let's go.
They'll try and run forward with Smith. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. We're back now in KC. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been terrific so far. Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you try to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. 16 yards, a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hill trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Anthony Hitchens, 2nd in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down.
At the 40-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Beathard to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. 25-yard line.
Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Beathard, incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Go.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Foss, and that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They begin the drive with Hill. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Anthony Hitchens, 2nd in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Colin Saunders in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw Beathard. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive with Williams. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On the run, it's Smith. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
At their own 23-yard line.
Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now McKinnon to start the drive. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 32-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Colin Saunders in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. On the return, it's high. So a change of possession here on the punt. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
4 down, check, 4 down. Watch 42, check 42.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit your team. Shouldn't even. What you corrupt? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together. Camouflage. Spot, sure don't. Trying to get my number retired. I figured out. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my name. I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see that. On my head is real good.
unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering